Okay, it says it live. Let me make sure I got everything set here. Let it get going on the other side. Hey, Joy, T, and Deb. See, I'm not muted. Okay. Now have I got it? Hey, Joy, T. Hey, Deb. All right, where's my sidekick? Because I need to go back to that machine and quilt. So I was hoping you guys would do some chatting with each other. I've had a hard day. Seems like those little girls, they were hard to keep up with this morning. They were fun, but I was running around after them a lot. Hey, Kim, how are you today? Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Rhonda. This is one of those pop-ups where I'm hoping you guys will do the chat and I can just check in with you. But I'll keep waiting for somebody to come up down in the basement. Hey, Charlotte. Charlotte and June. Sewing on your quilt blocks. You love the new fabric. You probably started another top now, haven't you? June saying hi to Rhonda at RV Quilt Quest. Hi, Kathy Jackson. All right, I need my helpers up here. Sarah Stitches, 99 degrees in King, North Carolina. We're supposed to break records day. The last time I checked, it was 98 here. It's going to be hot tomorrow, but then we've got a cool front coming on Wednesday, maybe even a little rain, but we're going to have to get through today and tomorrow, Sarah. Let's see, Kim, I'm sick. Nurse thinks it's the latest strain of COVID. Never had any of the others. Oh, no, Kim. Oh, no. Better take care of yourself. Hey, Melinda. Here comes Rhonda. Almost, Rhonda. There she is. There you are. Hi.
Well, setting it up here.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I got the sound off the other one. I'm quilting my baby girl.
Quilting on the machine?
Yes, I'm quilting her baby blanket. That's what I'm at. That was easy. So you're over where you walk over to your quilting?
Yeah, I'm up where the shop is and the quilt machine is. Yeah, but it's cool up here. It feels good up here today.
See, I don't know how to get the chat on here. Wait a minute. Comments. Okay.
You find it?
I found it.
Now you can read it?
Yes, and I can do it in real time instead of watch the other video because I want to see all the remarks over there, you know. Who was it? Kim and June said hi. Hi, y'all.
Oh, I think, about everybody said hi back and forth to everybody. But Kim thinks she's got the new COVID strain.
My brother just got it. It was wicked, but he made it.
Yes, I did get new fabric in today, and I just posted the video when I got up here. It's cute.
Oh, I didn't see it. Darn.
I haven't got it put on the store yet. That's always slow for me. Let me show you some of it, though. Let me get Joanna up here. Did you see the Clover Farm layer cakes? Well, it goes with this. There's 5 bolts that go with that.
Ooh, nice.
So let me show you this one. I don't know, but I just like cheater cloth. And look at that one. Can you see that?
Oh,
isn't that pretty? It was just to put something on the back and use that as the top of a baby quilt. It'd be so pretty.
See.
Hi, Sarah.
I won't show all of them. And this one's green. It goes with that layer cake, and it's got chickens. You see the chickens?
Oh, I like the chickens.
And I know not everybody likes chickens, and this one has the bees. So, can you see the bees?
Yeah.
But anyway, they go with that layer cake.
Sure.
Not that you'd have to use it with it, but it's the same collection.
Charlotte's saying make yourself big, Miss Rita, so she can see it better.
Make myself. It's too late. I done put it down.
I blew up my screen, but I can't see the chat when I blow up my screen. So it's all right.
It's okay. Oh, Sarah wants 2 yards of the cheater. It's cheater. Yeah, it's the cheater print, not cheetah. Cheater. Isn't that what?
Yeah.
The quilt.
Because it already has the blocks made.
Already made.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't yeah. See, you got it right. I wasn't making fun of you on the cheetah, but anyway, you knew what you meant, and I knew what you meant. Autocorrect, yeah. There's Donna Armstrong. Oh, all right. I think I'm going to let y'all, if y'all will control it, I'll mute myself and go back and work. That'd be okay. I know Joanna. Joanna can talk everybody's ear off. I know she can. Rhonda, if she talks too much, tell her to hush and let you talk, okay? So
Yes, ma'am.
I like to listen.
I do too. I'm more of a listener than a talker, but sometimes somebody will ask me a question and I have to try to answer. So Joanna's got her cute puppy.
I know I sat down and all of a sudden he's doing the dance.
Oh, yeah. You're doing something else. He wants your attention.
Plus it just thundered, so.
Oh.
The other one's down here at my foot.
He can't hear you. Is she a little quieter?
Oh, I need to put my earbud into because of the mic on my.
I can kind of hear you.
Yeah. Thank you, Donna.
Yeah, I got a speaker, but
I think it's the microphone.
So is Charlotte sick too? Gonna lie down Charlotte and sick? Sounds like it. Hey, Pat.
Yeah, Charlotte said she wasn't feeling well, and Kim said she had I think the COVID. So I hope they both are praying that they both feel better.
I feel fine, other than I'd like a nap. So does that count as feeling bad if you need a nap?
After running around after those kids, not at all, man.
I was telling you, they were round and round that kitchen island, just round and round.
Hi, Pat Boo and Sarah, and I think Donna said hello. Thank you, Donna. Mocha's one of a kind. He's my Velcro man.
Pat Boo, thunderstorms here where the wildfires are. And Pat Boo, would you tell me, was it California, Northern California, I think you told me? Where you're at?
Love you too, Charlotte, and you're welcome.
All right, Joanna, I'm muting myself.
All right, you mute yourself. I need to go. I'm probably going to take my iPad and go fold laundry while I watch the chat. Thank you, Sarah. He's a mess. Out of the 5, he will be where I am if he can at all possible times.
Oh, so you must be up north then, because I was watching the storms and all, and they was having some up near Chicago. And
no, ma'am, I'm in near Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, they're over there. Okay.
I'm sorry, Joy T, that you have a headache. Hopefully, you'll be feeling better.
Rhonda, did you see our forecast for Wednesday? After Wednesday or about Wednesday, it's going to be cool. Did you see that? Have you seen that? I'm ready for it after today and tomorrow. Oh.
I planned on today and tomorrow staying in.
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll get out.
And yeah, they're saying even maybe 50s in Northwest Arkansas for some of the lows at night. So that's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, we
Carrie,
had an
Carrie, are you coming up before I mute myself and get out of pocket?
another heat advisory today, 110 expected with briefly up to 112. And it's just started raining, so it's dropped down a little bit. But yeah, it's been crazy. We don't typically have weather like this, not even at the end of August. There's Carrie.
Yeah, there she is. Okay. I'm gonna go until somebody else comes and needs my attention.
So you see all the nice gifts I got from Jackie?
We did see that. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't listening. I was at work doing some stuff here, but I was listening.
Was that somewhere else? She showed it?
Yeah, I made it live.
She did a live stream right before this one, just right before, and showed it.
She has a live. Wow.
You can show it on here, and I'm not going to make you big, but I bet you they can see it.
So Terry, Kim, you get yourself feeling better.
Oh, Carrie just did her live. I didn't see her live. I guess I'm not signed up for her. Ooh, oh yeah, there's that smile. Amazon.
I'm not joking.
Everybody likes that smile. Oh, now stop. Your brother, stop now. Be nice.
Out and then I put it back in meter.
I said be nice. Now stop it. Munchie, are you okay?
And Carrie, while you're on here, you'll have plenty of time to fold it back up and put it in the box after you show it.
Stand
I
up.
can't
Now,
go
will you be
nowhere.
nice?
I'm flooded. I need a boat.
Well, better, yeah, that's bad. Rain's good though. Just enjoy it because it could be 99, 100 degrees, and heat index is real high.
Yep, it was.
Lady Sky said hi, Rita. Yeah.
Hello, Lady Sky.
Okay, we got some stars, blue stars.
Nice. I'm going to blow mine up where I can see it. Oh, fruit.
Fruit.
Is that fruit?
And birdhouses.
I like that. It's colorful.
And I got a lot of purple flowers or blue flowers.
Nice.
Nice, Carrie.
That's the heaviest one.
Where'd you go, little fart? Not you.
We got cherries.
Come on.
Ooh.
Come on.
Oh, that's interesting.
Go up here.
I got red polka dots.
Oh, no.
Got a whole bunch of this fabric.
Oh,
Did
with the
you
green.
really need to do that? It sounds like you got a nice haul, Carrie.
Checkers.
Yep.
You're fine.
Oh, that's my favorite. Blue.
I have. It's thundering. You'll be fine.
We have ghosts.
Ah, wow.
Do the
Season.
ghosts glow in the dark, or
I don't know.
Ghosts?
Just ghosts.
Oh. I got some astronauts the other day, and they glow in the dark. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, purple floral.
Yeah, But yellow flowers too.
Yeah.
Well, I had you up here. Listen.
A fruit stand.
Yep, fruit stand.
Nice. Come on.
More flowers.
Yellow.
Yellow flowers.
I got some of that over there.
We're back to yellow.
Yep, we're right back to yellow. I got
Wait.
another. Yeah, like that.
Wow. That's cool. You're going to be busy.
And I got this one and this one are the same. It's all cans. Different can of soup.
That's colorful.
Your cans of soup?
Yep, cans of soup.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Oh, sure is.
Yes,
I got
I
it.
see you don't knock anything else down.
I got at this set.
Oh,
Yep.
peppers. Peppers and okra? Or something like that.
Peppers, tomatoes, green beans,
Oh, green beans.
red beets.
She's gonna have a virtual garden in here. That would make a nice table runner with all those fruits and vegetables.
And I got some more blue polka dots.
Different. All kinds of different ones.
Yeah. And I also got cat ones.
What?
Aw, kitty cat's cute.
Cat timeout.
It's cute.
Cat's reading a paper, or a cat playing with a butterfly. Cat's playing with a string. And a bird sitting on the cat's head. And a cat's carrying a fishbowl.
That's a nice box full of goodies, Carrie.
Yeah.
Did you push your brother off? That was rude.
And there's some cows.
Oh. Moo.
Yep.
That's pretty moving, Carrie.
And I got some racing cars.
Huh?
Ah. Are the cows gonna race against the cars?
And I got
And wondering minds want to know who will win.
tractors. A whole bunch of green tractors.
Wow.
Those are nice.
John Deere's.
Yeah.
You know, she could put the tractors and the fruit together. And the cows. She's working on a little farm there, Rhonda.
I guess so.
I got
Oh, dragonflies.
dragonflies, two of them, like two.
Oh, those are nice.
Two
Well,
panels.
come on.
Yeah. I got two panels.
You're killing me some.
I got a
Hurry
little
up.
bitty guy, but I got a big one here
Ah,
with different animals:
nice.
rabbits, squirrels, three kinds of owls.
Wow.
Yep, Jackie spoiled me.
That's very nice. That's a nice blessing, Carrie.
Yeah. So when I got it out of the box, out of the where they keep the big boxes, we have a key to go in downstairs. I almost dropped it on my foot.
Uh-oh.
You don't need
your
any
foot.
more.
I was going to say your foot just healed. You don't need to do that again.
No, I know. I just got to keep all the bruising away from my foot.
I got squirrels that could go with your
Ooh, sunflowers.
sunflower squirrels and bluebirds.
So that's what I
It was
got.
one of those 60-cent remnants.
Nice, Carrie. You raked it in.
Very nice. It's a blessing to have someone send you something special like that.
Yeah.
Miss Rita's checking on us.
Read it on the quilting
I
machine.
got one run made. I'm going to roll it and baste it. So I'll unmute myself for a minute. So hello to anybody I missed while I was busy.
Debbie, hello.
Hello,
She says
Debbie.
pretty fabric, Carrie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm folding fabric that I washed because I wash all my fabric. Yes, we can start a debate.
I like. I wash some of mine, and some I don't. It just depends.
I don't. I would say 98% of the time I wash everything from a fat quarter up because you never know what chemicals are in it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how many people have held it and handled it, the dust, the dirt, just all of those things. And you don't know if it's going to run or shrink, and you solve all of those problems by just simply laundering it first. But see, that's what I grew up.
Yeah.
And I know we had different types of fabrics than now, but they do add chemicals to these fabrics these days because they add repellents to keep the dust and keep them looking pretty in the store and stuff like that. So, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yep, I do. So I did 2 loads, and they're sitting here in a big giant pile. One's been sitting here for 2 days.
I love to do that. I love to wash it, and then I cut a bunch of strings off of it. Then I enjoy ironing it. I don't know. I like that process. Some people don't.
Well, it kind of gives you an idea of what you have, and it's nice and soft, and it's ready to go. And I put mine in laundry bags, those mesh laundry bags, because it cuts down on the strings.
Ooh, boy, one time I didn't. One time I had a big mess. A normal, sane person would have taken it and thrown it away. Oh, no. I sat there and I picked it all out. Cutting strings, unwrapped it around my washing. Had to unwrap it. It was a mess.
Yeah, well, I avoid that by using those. I've got some extra large mesh bags, and so I sort my fabric by color, put it in the mesh bags, and then wash it.
That's smart.
And
Smart.
it cuts down on the stringing, and then it cuts down on it getting tangled in the spinner or things like that.
Yeah. Well,
especially with fat quarters and things that are smaller.
I'm going to turn my volume off because I don't know how loud my machine is. So it won't bother.
Well, I don't think you were too loud the other day. This is my new green Christmas. I have this in gold. I got this last year in gold, and this year they pulled it out in green. And they had it 40% off already, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to sew a little, and we'll see if it's too loud.
All right, you sew.
A little bit.
Not like mine.
I was going to say, I can hear Miss Rita's in my ears. It's just going.
I just basted. I'm back to muting.
Yeah, Rhonda, yours is quiet compared to Miss Rita's.
Was that loud?
No,
that sounded good to me, but it
was Rita's who was making more noise than yours.
Carrie, quit telling on me. All right, I'm back. I'm going back to work.
Okay, me
Well,
too.
a couple people, especially Pat Fu, said they had a hard time hearing me. And then finally I thought, well, I know I'm having trouble with my iPad. Let me put in my my AirPod. And that worked really well the last time. So now I just have to remember to do it. But it makes everything else louder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice, Pat Boo, if the wildfires could go down.
Yeah.
I've I've been
Especially
there, done that.
happening out in BC.
It's that time of year, but I think it's getting worse, or at least it seems that way.
Because every year they said don't throw your cigarette butts out of the window. What do?
Well, that and campfires, and I mean, people do some really silly. Well, sometimes I wonder where common sense is gone.
Yeah, no, this is on the road. They throw the cigarette butts
Yeah,
on the road and then the grass gets on fire.
it gets hot. They did this. They don't. You're gonna knock that over. Sorry, that was my dog trying to make a big giant mess. They did this study and they found in certain places people were throwing out their apple cores thinking that they were biodegradable, and they found out that it was upsetting. They were having these wild apple orchards pop up, and it was upsetting the natural forest in some of these areas, and they were telling people stop throwing out your apple cores. Yes, they're biodegradable, but you're destroying the ecosystem that was here long before by introducing something. So I can imagine a stray cigarette on dry grass. I'm
That's what
sorry.
happened. Ooh, that's great. That's what happened last summer. BC had a car drove by. They threw the cigarette butts right out the window.
Well, you would think that people would their ignorance would be cured after the first, and by gosh, at least the second time, that how dangerous that is, because they would see the results of it.
Yeah, this is like a third, fourth fire they had out there.
Yeah, and it's sad because from what I can tell, BC is some real pretty country.
Yeah, because my cousin works there. One of my step family members, they 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 build things.
Ah, yeah, it's true, Pat Boo, that it's wildfires can be started by lightning. They can the one in Hawaii that was so in Maui, I believe it was, that was so destructive was the electrical system wasn't maintained properly. And it destroyed a town, a historic town. So there are many different causes of wildfires. People with campfires, people with fireworks. They light a stray fire. I heard, I heard that this guy on the 4th of July, he had been drinking. He set a firework on his head, and he was at a block party. And his wife said, "Don't you light that? Don't you light that?" And he blew the top part of his head off.
I heard that.
And it was like, I understand that he wasn't a drinker and he had been drinking to celebrate the 4th of July, and that there were people saying don't do that. But I would think that if I was kin or married to that man, I would have tackled him and knocked that thing off his head, or had a male relative before he did something stupid. And
Yeah.
now he's gone because he thought, I don't know what he thought.
Yep.
And his poor family and all those people that had to witness that are gonna have to, you know.
That's why people don't realize how dangerous it is. We had 1 year, I think it was 2004 or 2005, somewhere along that way on that Canada Day. Teenager bought some stuff and set the lady's truck on fire, and the whole all of them caught on fire, and she barely got out.
Yeah, that's just good. And then I got baby dinosaurs for keychains because they're just the right size to do
Aw.
small little keychains,
Yeah.
which most of those I end up giving away. I make cork and I make fabric.
Tina!
Knock,
Come
knock.
in the basement.
Oh, hello, D.
In the basement? Who's in the basement?
D. Oh, wait a minute. Craft on and so forth. Pam's in the basement. That's
I
Pam,
cut-
right?
Come back. I'm here now, but I don't see you.
Yeah, it was just a few seconds ago. I wonder if she was there and then went away.
I'll wait just a little bit. I'll sit down and rest my feet.
Isn't that Pam?
Pam. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I don't see you. Don't see her now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Charlotta. Hey, Dee.
Yeah, Charlotta just came in. D?
Hey,
Oh,
Dee.
yeah. Hi, D.
Charlotta is in Arkansas. Rhonda, did you know that?
Oh,
Yeah. Down north of Hot Springs, she said. So it's
she's not far from me at all.
no, But she is. She's another Arkansan. We're
Yeah,
kind
Kansas
of we
is
love
taking
all
over.
of you, but we're kind of partial to our Arkansans. So
Okay. I'm folding my laundry, Miss Rita.
okay. Oh well.
Reading.
Well, you
Well,
have
see, I
we
did a load a couple days ago, and then I did a load today, and I had them up here so they wouldn't wrinkle, but I was kind of ignoring them.
we can multitask.
Yeah.
I don't see
There
the
she
name.
is.
Who is it?
Hey, ladies.
Pam, you see Pam?
Okay, that's Pam. Okay.
Yeah.
The name's just. Oh, there it is. Pam.
Hey, June.
Hello, ladies. I'm in here cleaning my room.
Hello, Dawn.
I'm doing some maintenance in the sewing room.
Mm,
My thread keeps breaking after I just got it
That's
back
all right.
from the maintenance people. So
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to troubleshoot.
Did you check the needle? Is the needle new? Because sometimes the needle will have a little burr. Check the needle,
I thought it
reset
was
it,
time to-
check the bobbin.
Hi, baby.
Hey, sweetie.
I
Good
put
day.
it for Molly. So this is Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Two of them,
Miss Lucy.
was just too much for me. What's the matter, Lucy? You being bashful?
Lucy, I'm coming for you.
No.
Uh-oh.
She's
Yeah.
half hug and she's a weenie. Say hi. She goes, who's
Oh, she's
talking to me?
Cute. You were
I
sitting
wonder if
back
she
up
has a little wire hair weenie in her from her face.
I almost called her Blondie. Look at her little mohawk thingy she's got going on.
Oh,
No, Mr. T. Hey, you look like Mr. T.
Well, my little
Anyway,
fellow
she's
abandoned
supposed
me
to
when
be
I
in the
started
sewing
doing
room, but
laundry.
I'm trying to get the cats used to her so the cat will come back. Anyway,
This is oops.
I want to keep cleaning and listening and comment every once in a while if you don't mind.
No,
No.
ma'am. More the merrier. Like I said, I did.
I'm just waiting
I
for the rain
I
to
washed some fabric a couple days ago, and I did my final round this morning, and it's been sitting here in a neat pile going fold me. So while I was reading the comments, I was cleaning up my fabric. I was doing some maintenance in my room.
I
So
tell you,
that
I haven't wanted to do anything lately. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've just constant fatigue.
I don't know about you, but it's been unseasonably hot here, and we've had a lot of excessive heat warnings, and that has had me dragging.
Yep, we had heat wave.
I don't go outside unless I have to.
Yep.
No.
I just have to wait till the rain stops. That way I could take my check.
I got a nice range of salads.
Too. The girls were.
I got a nice range of salads off of the $1 table at the mill outlet. I mean, they're good, good quilting salad colors. I think I got 5 or 6 colors here that are salads because I don't do a lot of salads. I like them with a little something in them, white on white, or something like this. I don't know if you can see it. You see it has just a little bit of texture.
Yep.
This one has a little bit of texture. But my sister was fussing at me that I didn't have many that were just solid. So I think I got five plain solid.
Oh, Mama.
Oh, Charlotta is
Anything
just
exciting
north
going on?
of Hot Springs.
She's
No, I
what?
think Charlotta said that she's just north of Hot Springs Village.
I love Hot Springs Village.
Miss
We used to
Rita,
own some
mute
land in Hot
yourself.
Springs Village.
Hot Springs Village. Let me look that up. An hour.
We had a lot there in Hot Springs Village years and years ago.
Oh, I'd love to have a lot there. That'd be cool.
Well, you know, it's not bad. The only reason we bought it, that was only as big as the place was going to be, and this was back in the 80s. And we bought real close to the Cooper, the builder, designer of the place. And it was on a cul-de-sac.
Hey, Pam,
Pam is cracking up in my ears.
where is your speaker? Where's your speaker at? You're cutting out. You got crackling in your talking.
I thought it was me with my AirPod, but
Is
it
it
was
in
like,
your laptop?
No. It's not my problem.
It says I'm an hour and 27 minutes from Hot Springs Village. Not far at all.
That's about the same distance it is to here where I'm at, isn't it, from you? Something like that?
Road trip. Road trip.
that's a road trip I'd take.
Yeah. Hey, Rita, I was wondering, have you ever gone to that, it's a old country top bargain place, and I think it's in Podo.
No, I've never been to it.
Has a lot of good fabric. I drove there several times.
Okay.
The photo, but I can't go there no more. I got plenty of fabric.
I do too.
That's right. But I think what I'm going to try to do with all my might, I'm going to try to use as much as I can. Maybe make the baby quilts the policemen use for children and things like that. And then only get fabric for one project at a time.
I know. I've got to finish some of them I've got started. I say that, but I don't do it.
I got so
I got
many.
one. I got one that I started with Becca online with one of the weekend retreat things. I'm never going to finish it. I need to find somebody that would like to finish it, or I'm going to cut it up.
What were you doing, Pam?
I'm trying to fix the speaker.
I'm trying to see if I can't fix another phone.
Well, it's a little better. It's not as in my ear.
I haven't done anything to it though.
There it is. Now that it's back again.
It's
But see, I have the earbud in, so everything is more intensified, and sometimes it's me.
Donna, I'm going to go back to that block swap quilt too pretty soon. Those blocks are just too pretty not to put together.
Is that something I did earlier?
Last year. We did it last year.
Okay. Oh.
About this time last year is when we done it. And mine's not together. And there was 20 of us participated, I believe it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool idea. If I wasn't getting ready to have shoulder surgery and a bunch of stuff going on, I would have participated. Mm-hmm. And I probably should have anyway, because there was a lot of nice blocks. And
mm-hmm.
yeah,
there wasn't any rules other than 12.5-inch blocks is what we sent each. We made 20 of them and sent them one out to everybody, or 19 of them, and kept one for ourselves.
And I think that's such a good idea that it's like it's just a set size. There's no everybody has to do. There's not a lot of that. Just leaves creativity free. Mm-hmm. Whatever block you want to make, you have to make X number because this is the number that's set up. You guys did a fantastic
And what Donna said, it was fun. It was fun to get the mail because you never know when you were going to get a block and what it was going to look like. That was really fun. I made a lot of mail videos during that time. And hey, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
All right, Rita's going back to work.
Yes.
Hey, Rita.
Happy mail is fun to get. I don't get very much happy mail, so.
I'm still here.
Fun to get.
Still here, Pam.
I'm going to see if I can't on my laptop. My little tablet. I can't remember if it works for live or not.
Can you hear yourself, Pam? Can you hear it? I don't know how to.
Yeah, I mean, I just hear me. I don't hear what y'all hear. Unless I turn the TV.
Yeah, you're just crackly sometimes, Pam.
I have no idea why.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
Kim dozed off. She's not feeling good though. You need to rest, Kim.
Kim, what's going on?
I think she said she got COVID.
She thinks she does have. Mm-hmm.
I think Kim thinks she got the latest version of COVID. Ooh. I don't know if she got tested or what. Please take care of yourself, Kim. That can be really hard. We're going to be praying that doesn't turn into that long, weird stuff. It just comes and it goes. Yeah, who was it? One lady had a bad headache. Kim and Sheila weren't feeling well. Kim had COVID and Charlotte, I'll get the names right.
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, in here just a little bit ago. Charlotte wasn't
Right.
feeling well.
So Kim had the COVID, Charlotte wasn't feeling well, and was it Pat Boo had a headache and was going to lay down and listen? I'd have to go back and look at chat.
Yeah, I missed a lot of the chat.
I got, there's so many people in chat, and I'm folding. I'm doing the celebrate. But now I got a good ways down the pile. Now this fabric has all the all the city names in town names in South and North Carolina, plus symbols. I have it in yellow. I have it yellow and green and blue, a little blue, and then I've got this red on a clearance. Every year since 2019 they do a shop hop in North and South Carolina, and they have somebody design specific North and South Carolina fabric. And in 2019, this was one of the designs, and it's one of my favorites because it just has, a lot of the symbols that symbolize the Carolinas, but it has every city and town name somewhere.
That is interesting. I wonder if there's anything like that in Arkansas.
I think they do a shop hop.
Oh yeah, we do. We do have shop hops. Matter of fact, I also found one on a virtual shop hop, but I can't do this shop hop. I buy too much. I go in the store, I buy too much.
Yeah, this one's kind of fun. You can buy a booklet if you want, and there's prizes, and every shop you go to gives you a goodie bag, and you can see what they have, and you can get little stickers. And there's like 4 or 5 regions in North Carolina and 1 or 2 in South Carolina, and each region has like a semi-grand prize, and then you turn it in for a grand prize. And they have bonus places like the Outer Banks, but they make a group of fabrics specifically for the Carolinas every year for that 6 to 8 week shop hop. And it's 1 year only. Last year was lighthouses.
Ooh.
And they did a bunch of fabric on the Carolina lighthouses. And I got a few pieces of that. And I'm picking up some of the, I've been keeping an eye out for pieces like this that are on clearance because it was 5 years ago. So you can pick it up. But it makes a nice, if somebody wants a nice little Carolina theme, this makes a really nice Carolina themed keychain or bowl koozie or plate koozie or bag or whatever.
Nice.
But yeah, I found this little place, and I think this quilt shop is genius. The quilt shop is like 4.5, 5 hours away up towards the mountains. But in Southport, about an hour away, there's a place called the Foundry, and there's all kinds of vendors. And what they did was they rented a booth in this vendor place, and they take all their older stuff, and they start at like $5 and move up to like $8 or whatever, and they have it mostly in 1 yard packs. But you can go there and find all the kind of out of print or older print for a deal. And that way it's kind of an extension from their quilt shop. I just found that a couple weeks ago. And that's where I picked up the red. And I picked up this really cool Connie Haley.
Nice.
For $6. It was a yard for $6. But what caught my eye, and I don't know if I can find, one right now is the hedgehog. There's oh, there he is. He's on the phone with this hedgehog.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, and then dinosaur feet
Nice.
and rainbows and sun.
Wow.
And then I got this, and I think I spent $15 for those 4 yards. No,
Oh.
less than that. But anyway, so
Mm.
anyway, it's all quilt shop fabric. But I thought, what a brilliant idea for her to just get a remote site for all of her older, older one, and make 3 yard bundles, and people who are coming in as tourists and stuff, they can get a deal, or you can go down there. And I talked to the owner. I called the owner after I found the place a couple weeks ago, and she was real nice. And I told her, I said, someday when I'm back on the other side of the state, I will stop by your shop.
Hey, Ashley Radcliffe, what is a good sewing machine for beginners? And Cindy said, Miss Rita, Cindy said, I watched your cinnamon roll video, Rita. But Ashley, I do have an opinion on that, but on what is a good sewing machine for beginners. At Joanna, I see what you said at Joanna's. I believe in not spending much money on your first sewing machine.
You might even check Goodwill. If not, I'd just go to Walmart and buy a cheap brother is what I'd do. Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah,
Or-
I have a brother.
Or check Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace.
That's true. Yeah.
They have. I mean, sometimes my sister wanted to play with one, and I got a brother Disney.
You might even get one on Facebook. Somebody to give you one if you say you wanted a sewing machine to learn on. I bet you somebody might do that too. Might donate you one.
Yeah.
Yep.
She had 3 of them in storage. I still need to get out.
One time, 3 or 4 years ago, we were having a little class at church with kids, and you wouldn't believe the people that was giving us sewing machines to give to them kids. And they weren't nothing fancy, but I oiled them up and fixed them up, and some of them sold pretty good.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
That's all you need for beginning. I wouldn't spend a lot of money on one.
No, not till I saw if I was going to enjoy it and really like it. And then I probably wouldn't spend too much either, but
yeah.
Well, that's why I was saying sometimes on Marketplace you can find a little bit of a more sturdy machine for the same amount you're going to spend for one of those entry machines at Joanne's.
And actually, what about your church? You go to church someplace where you could ask about a machine? I mean, there's lots of ways you could get by pretty cheap getting one.
I think Brother now is in many ways is a better company than Singer, because Singer has been sold for the 3rd time. It's Singer in name only. Now the older Singers are just dynamite, but the newer Singers have nothing of the company standards they used to. You can get a few good models, but I think Brother is more of a solid, in my opinion, solid beginner machine.
Hey, Gladys and
in
Kathy.
most cases.
Join in the chat.
Hello, Kathy.
I'm muting myself and going back to work. I'm almost done with one of these, and I won't get it done if I sit here and chit chat.
Yeah.
Well,
I just wanted to answer that one.
Yeah.
My opinion.
And Cindy, I wish I had some cinnamon rolls right now. Don't that sound good?
it does. It sounds real.
I'm going to wait till about Wednesday and Thursday when it cools down, and then I may bake something. But I'm not going to today or tomorrow.
I may not be able to wait till Wednesday or Thursday when it cools down, because I've been hungry for a triple berry pie, a raspberry, blueberry, blackberry
If I
pie.
get to craving too much, I'll go to the dollar store and get some ice cream or Little Debbie cakes.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading. Right after this live, I'm going to Dairy Queen.
Hey, Carrie, do they have Little Debbie cakes in Canada? I love Little Debbie cakes. Don't matter what flavor, I like them all. So.
We
I
have
got a
some.
strawberry cake in the refrigerator.
I'm going
Little
to
Debbie
Dairy
cakes
Queen.
are a good standard.
Mhm.
I'm going to Dairy Queen to get myself a hot dog or anything and some ice cream.
Yeah, see, Ashley, what Dee says, tell us where you're at. Maybe somebody on here might be close enough to give you one. And I know she's in Kentucky, but I can't tell you exactly where.
Yeah, I've given a lot away. I hate to say that because that means not only was I collecting fabric, I was collecting machines.
Jeans.
If she was a lot closer to me, she could have my second one here.
Well, she's pretty far away from you, Carrie. Little
Yeah.
Debbie oatmeal cookies.
The oatmeal cream pies. The Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, you heard somebody. Rita, somebody wants to say hello.
Hey, Leo. Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
Hi, there you are. Had to say hi to you. Had to say hi to Leo. Hi. Did you take a good nap?
She was in the bathroom.
Is the floor cooler in there maybe, or was she in there because it was thundering?
We had a big thunderstorm, and now it stopped. Then it rained again. She ran right back in there.
In there.
She-
Hey,
Well,
Jane.
one of mine will go in the bathroom because it's cooler. There's no windows, and she'll lay up against the tub. But then again, she's got dementia, so who knows? Who knows what she's thinking?
What are you thinking, old lady? Huh? I'm 10 years old. Yeah, I still
This
got.
is not
I still,
cooperating.
yeah, you do. You got lots of life for that. What? I know. I'm going to the bank.
Hello, Janie. Cindy, mine are a mixed bag. I have 3 that it doesn't mind and 2 that it really bugs when it thunders or there's loud noises. So, you just never know which dog, and sometimes it comes with age. When I've had fur children that were fine when they were young, and then when they got older, they did not like it at all, or they got worse. The little lady that's got dementia, she'll tell me when rain's coming now. It used to only upset her when it thundered, and now it's like any sense of rain. So, did I lose everybody? Chubby Funchy. Is everybody still there? Oh, Rhonda
Yes.
muted herself. Okay.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm still here.
We hear
Well,
you.
I didn't know Rhonda muted herself because I didn't hear the tit of her machine.
I know. I didn't know if it was bugging or not. I don't want it to bug people.
It wasn't bugging me. Was it bugging y'all?
No.
I didn't know if it was too loud.
It didn't seem that loud to me.
Yeah.
Miss
Hi,
Rhonda.
Susan Munger.
Susan
Hi,
Munger.
Mary. Hi, Susan Munger. How are you doing today? Miss Rita is long arming. Rhonda is sewing. Pam is working on something. Carrie's spoiling her dog, and I'm folding fabric. So welcome to the circus. Or the zoo, or... Yeah, that isn't loud at all, Miss Rhonda. But I'm about ready to set down.
Good. I'm quilting.
I'm glad that you're doing good, Miss Rhonda. Couple people in chat aren't doing so well.
Aw.
Kim has COVID, and Charlotte wasn't feeling well, and I think it was Pat Boo had a bad headache and went to lay down. And I'm wondering if some of it has to do with the weather, because I know the weather affects me. My hip's been screaming for days because of the rain. Well, shoulder, hip, neck, you name it. How is Sheila? Janie Jane says, Rhonda, you sound like you're typing.
Oh. Oh, I'm just quilting. I'm a Janome 9700. That's what I have, a Janome.
That typing made me laugh. Because I could just see you there typing.
I remember typing days.
Well, we'll be praying for you, Susan, because I do know that the weather can affect, especially rain or extreme heat, can affect everything from sinuses to joints.
Cindy's asking about Sheila. She's been in chats, but not come up on the panel here lately, last few days. So I can't really say how she's doing.
Or John. I can't remember the...
Francis and John, yeah, and Sheila's. And Pam popped off. She probably had internet issues.
Janie, we thought that was funny about Rhonda typing.
And I was over there on changing the bobbin, and it did sound like it was typing. It really did.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's amazing how quiet some machines are compared to others, but I do love listening to the old Singer featherweights. They just have a certain rhythm that's unique and special. I gotta quit. Well, I've only got about 3 pieces left. So shouldn't let my pile get so big. Of course, then I got half folded stuff. I wish you could have too, Susan, especially since she loves it so much. It's sad they didn't take a video and send it to you, or FaceTime or something. I mean, there's so many ways to share that kind of moment now. But I'm sure she's really blessed to have that. And I think it's a lot of times as you grow, it becomes more valuable. I have books that my grandmother gave me when I was way young, and I still have them in a special place and treasure them. I have a quilt from my mother that's Raggedy Ann and Andy, and it's a tie quilt. Most of the material is really good. If anybody wants to deconstruct it or burn it or something like that, that'd be fine with me. I have no sentimental attachment to it whatsoever. But I think, if my grandmother had made one, yeah. But I keep it because I figure someday somebody's going to want the vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy fabric off of it, or to fix it up because it's still in pretty decent shape for being the
I had
late 60.
I had the girl one. I didn't get a boy one.
I think this has both characters on it, and she just did simple design and tied it, and it would have been probably late 60s, very, very early 70s. And like I said, it's still in good condition, but I don't care one whit about it, so it's in a bag in the closet.
My cousin made mine, but it got damaged.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Were you able to save some of it?
No.
I'm sorry. That's hard when it is special and it is meaningful. Well, I'm glad she called you, Susan. That does make a difference. Mary wants to know if you're making blocks again, Carrie, and welcome back, Sarah.
Yes, I'm making my blocks, Mary.
You should have a whole kit and caboodle of
I got
blocks.
16 blocks done.
That's cool.
But I don't have enough the really dark purples in yet. I'm working on them.
Well, you're making tremendous progress, Carrie. I mean, your skills, you've dedicated yourself, and your skills have grown, and that's just really cool. And it's cool to see that you got some more new fabric to play with, because new fabric's always fun. I'm gonna make sleep shorts or pants out of this. It's 100% cotton and a little stretchy, but I like the animals.
I may get myself try and figure out how to I want to cut out those cans and put it on the white, and then put it on a different cereal.
But yeah, so this was a clearance thing, and since it was 100% cotton, and I thought that'll make a couple pairs of sleep pants or sleep shorts. That's kind of cool. Wear them around the house. I'm not wearing them out for.
No, I wear one. I bought a pair of shorts, but I won't wear them out because it's way too short.
No, I won't wear short shorts. I'm not comfortable with that.
I'm not either.
I never have been. Never worn a bikini ever in my life. Never even tried on a bikini. I'm not knocking anybody who does, and it could be 3 surgeries before 5 years old, 4 years old, 3 surgeries, and having a non-walking body cast for a year in between all of that. It made me just not want to be more modest. Look at these fellas. Elephant playing the harp.
Oh wow!
Tiger playing.
I wish you could
monkey.
I wish you could do it. Pair of shorts out of those ones.
I have to see if I have enough. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A fox playing the violin. There's a big blue bear playing the grand piano. I do have some other flannel for making kind of like a chilly day but not cold day that I got a couple years ago, but my serger needs to go to the shop, and I don't have $100 to fix it right now. Well, it's like $90 to check it out, and then whatever parts, which is inexpensive, but comparatively to some shops. But I just haven't had it, so it's been sitting there since January waiting on the list. So as soon as I get that fixed, I'll get back to making some sleep shorts. I do know I have another half yard of this.
Because I know I'm. If you ever do it, let me know. I will send you some money to send.
Well, I will when I get my surgery fixed and I get back,
Because I know
get my
I'm in men's extra large.
well, that's easy enough because I wear an extra large for comfort. I do not like tight clothes, and
I don't either. And
that
right now,
probably
every time I go and get a pair of summer shorts for to sleep in and men's, they're all gone.
oh,
I,
that's hard. You
so
know, I've
I,
got fried eggs. I was gonna make dog shirts out of this. Use my shoulder to make a couple dog shirts just because it's funny. But I've got stuff stashed. I've got a bunch of this. It's a thin flannel for doing like thin sleep pants for when it's chilly or I would just want a pair of long johns on. Oh, I guess they're stuffed up here. But yeah, I've got a bunch of different things. I've got astronauts that glow in the dark.
oh,
Um,
that would
because
scare me.
well, they're
Like
not.
Putin
They're
Pop.
fun. They're kind of a fun. I'm moving around, Carrie. They're just kind of a fun looking. They're not scary astronauts at
I
all.
know, I wake myself up, scaring myself.
Yeah, my dog knocked things off, and but
Yeah.
some meds here. Oh, we have needed the rain because we were pushing towards drought conditions because it has not rained like normal. But I've
It's
had
never
about enough.
done.
I've had about enough of the rain and the heat advisories at 110 to 115 because
No,
none of that's
I'm in
typical.
a heat wave right now. We
Yeah,
just got
it's
a
just
warning.
yeah. I think it's all. We had a warning this morning, and I think the rain cooled it down a little bit, and it's like the fourth one in a week, and we don't even usually get those in mid to late August. You see, my hands aren't working. Well, that doesn't help. That one's empty. But yeah, so I got all the laundry folded, so that's yay.
I don't
But
like it.
what the heat?
Yeah, heat warning again.
Yeah. Well, it's
It,
so.
it's gone up. The humidity went up to 85 plus what we are now. So we already hit over 100 right now.
Well, today we had the heat advisory. I'm going to drag you along for a minute. We had the heat advisory, and it was 109 to I think 111 was the warning. And it's like we don't even hit that usually in mid to late August, our hottest part. And yet we're bumping on that 3 or 4 times this week. It's all up and down the eastern seaboard. So I'm not surprised you're not getting some of that too, Carrie.
Yeah.
I'll
Right now,
have to see. I have to see if I have some more of that musician fabric. Oh, look, I do. I do. I do. I have to see if I have enough
from Monday, July 15th,
to make a pair
from
of
9
shorts.
p.m. to Tuesday, 2016, there's a heat warning.
Okay, the stretchy cotton fabric that I have has astronauts on it, kind of like this. And they glow in the dark, but it's
Oh, cool.
stretchy. But see, these glow in the dark. I have some that's stretchy. It's 98% cotton and just a tiny bit for sleep shorts, and it glows in the dark.
Oh,
Kind of
I
like this.
those.
This is cotton,
I like those.
and it's just fun because who doesn't like fabric that glows in the dark every once in a while? My tool I gotta go put away. And then I found this, which is kind of my eclectic style, but I thought it was cool. Look at this. It goes with my Southwestern theme.
Oh, wow.
And unfortunately, they only had 2 in the sale bin, but it was fun. You know, they had a fat quarter free for all. Well, my sister was in surgery, and so I had to do something to take my mind and get a break. And they were having a fat quarter free for all, and I found these, and that goes with my Southwestern. It also goes with my eclectic taste and your grandma's taste here. And I have a whole range from pastels and dogs and to pink giraffes like that. Or raccoons, kind of pink raccoons, green foxes. But yeah, in that bin was one square of this astronaut, and I looked at it and I thought, I bet you that glows in the dark. And I would put you up on that stack of fat quarters, but you're gonna fall on my head. Uh-oh, Donna's having a date with Jack.
Uh-oh.
Really, Janie, that I'm just gonna say Jane. Really, they had snow in South Africa? That's like, I would have to look up to see how rare that would be to have snow in South Africa. I know that it snows on the big island of Hawaii. If you go up on Mount
No, that's
Toa.
we had the snow once before in Africa because we had 1 year here, we had no snow, and they got it.
And
To
I
help.
got this scrap panel. I'm gonna make this. This is a pillow for my nephew who's into turtles, and it was in the scrap bin because they had little squares to go with it, and for some reason somebody at the shop had cut this out and cut the corner here, but I'll sash it and make it into like a 18-inch pillow because he likes turtles, so hopefully he'll like that. I have no idea because he's getting older and oh, she heard it on Hanging with Papa. Donna, what's going on that you have to have a date with Jack? Sounds like Donna got stuck on something. I'm going to tell you again, this little thing, when you have a big seam to seam
Yeah,
rip, it's got safety on
that's
it.
a good
3
channel.
for $5. It's made in Japan where the Kai seam rippers are made, and you can fold it and take. I took out a 38-inch seam in 21 seconds because I timed it with this puppy and did not tear the fabric. These are feather, and I get like 3 for $5 off of Amazon. But yeah, it's a little face deplaner with the safety, but it will take out a seam. If you need Jack on steroids and you have a larger seam, this is great to have in your little kit. It looks like Rita got another one done.
Yep, I did. Yep.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
I got 4 more to put on there, though.
Oh, good Lord, Rita. You need to slow down.
At this one and this one,
Are
that
they your?
and that
Are
one.
they? Are they yours or
No,
people sent him?
they're paying job.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
but
And I'm saying my prayers to my friend, our friend Rita. She just lost her mom at
it's
1 o'clock in the morning.
Susan. It's a feather, and it's called a face deplaner, but the company is Feather, and they're made in Japan, and they lock like this, but they will take out a seam safely, a long seam safely. Like I said, 38 inches in 21 seconds. That saved a lot of jack time. But yeah, they're for doing your eyebrows or your face. But I experimented and I tried several, and I got this Feather brand because it comes from Japan. And the people who originally made a seam ripper similar to this for sewing was Kai, Kai, and they're out of Japan. So,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry. I was trying to, in the middle of answering the question, Carrie. I did not mean to interrupt the loss of
And
somebody.
Carrie, what was you saying about Dee? Dee's the one that lost her mother, wasn't it? Did she?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
saying
sorry,
my
Dee.
prayers.
I know y'all saw where Janet lost her dad, JL. I know y'all saw that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bad time of year losing family and actors and a whole bunch of stuff. We lost 6 actors this week.
Hmm.
You know, since 2019, I've buried 14 people, including my mama and my nana, or 15 people now, and three of my third children. And I told God that's enough for a little while. Yeah, Janet and Dee definitely need our prayers because it's hard, um, depending on the relationship. And most people have a very good relationship with their parents,
Oh,
fortunately.
I tell you, we're all gonna
It's
miss.
hard.
I'm gonna miss JL because we'd wave at him every
Mm-hmm.
time we'd come and call us his sisters. They
Yeah,
sent they sent Millie a Christmas present this year at Christmas, so we're gonna miss him.
yeah.
Yep.
He's going to be missed. He had a great impact on our little group of hens. He was one of our good roosters.
Yep.
I mean, he was in the hospital a few days ago and he was listening. She said he was sitting there in his bed listening.
Listening, but he was 92, so he lived a good long life.
Yep.
Yeah, I do not, unless God forces me, want to live into my 90s. I don't want to live into my 70s. But if God makes me, I will.
She did. Janet asked about it, about making him a quilt, and Sheila said, "Well, I've got one," and she sent it to him. And I've got a picture of JL under the quilt that Sheila made him.
Yeah, I think what she should done with that quilt, put it with him and
With him.
ship it with him in heaven.
Mm.
Well, I think one of the posts the first post you made about it, Miss Rita, you mentioned that quilt and how much she loved that she had said how much he loved that quilt.
Yeah.
And I would think that would be a hard decision because she was close to him as to whether or not to have it as an heirloom, keepsake, and memory, or to send it with him.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that would kind of be it's a good idea, Carrie, but I think that would be kind of a on the fence moment as to whether or not I would want to hold on to it for the memory and the heirloom value, or Susan and Dee, I really do. Um, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
And Mary says, please click like. Thank you. Which I did before I came in.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't. Oh, nope. Fire me, Sue. Fire me. Fire me.
Okay.
But yeah,
You get
JL will be
you get
greatly
strap
missed.
you get strap one. You've got 2 more. So
Oh, okay.
Pamela Crow,
Hello.
hi from New Hampshire. Love the chat, and apparently my hubby does too. When we were looking for something to watch, he suggests Rita's Hands.
That's great.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
I've not been to chatting, no. I've been working, but the girls have been carrying the chat.
Welcome, Pamela.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the fun things about Rita's channel is that she can be working on a project and some of us will pop up. We can work on some. I folded my fabric that was stacked up.
Well, there's a lot of you girls,
Rhonda,
not all
Carrie.
of you, but there's a lot of you that live alone. So maybe you just want somebody to chat with. My husband says I never talk to him anymore, that I talk to y'all more than I do him.
Well, last night I was kind of hoping you were on, Miss Rita, because it was like it would have been good company, but I understood. Some days you can come on and some days you can't.
I come up here. I thought I was going to get away from him, but he's out there weed eating my yard around the house. So
He's chasing you.
he loves me. He likes to be with me too. So.
Well, you found yourself a good man, and that isn't always easy to do.
Nope. And my father. And my plus, my dad was fooling around with a younger woman.
What?
Yeah, they found him. My dad wasn't my dad. So I said, hi, Dad. Then they went, whoa. Goes, that's my baby, so behave yourself.
Well, it gives thank you, Donna. It just gives a variety by having all kinds of different personalities come up, different experiences. And Miss Rita gets things done and she doesn't have to do them by herself. And Miss Rhonda and Carrie are getting more done than I am because all I did was comfort the dogs when it was thundering and fold a big giant stack of fabric that I just had to wash. And I don't have it put away. Oh my gosh, it's almost dinner time. Excuse me.
It's already past my dinner time. I already ate.
My brain needed oxygen. Some days I love my sister to death, but I ask her, what should I put on the back of this mug rug? You want solid, Scott? She picked this again. I hope I have enough, but it's like, I asked her what to put with the hot air balloon mug rug. And I'm showing her sky and rainbows and solids for the back. And she says, can I have this for the back? And I'm like, she says, well, it doesn't match. I said, I don't care. If that's what you want, then I'll see if I have more. But you may have used it up. She may have used it up on her table runner. Because I know that's what that scrap is from. But she has a table runner that has this on the back, and on the front it has Christmas candies with Christmas dioxins going this way and this way. It's 61 inches or 63 inches long. I need to finish the stitching on that. Fixed it. Yay, Donna. Yeah, I think, weren't you saying something about having a senior moment? Oh, you took it apart, set it back together incorrectly? Yes.
I do that all the time, Donna.
I have done that far too many times.
I still do it on my blocks while I'm doing. At the first roll, I turn the purple the wrong way, then I have to rip it out again.
Rhonda is using a Janome. I can't remember. She just said a little bit ago the model number, but I do know it's a Janome.
It's a 9700. Memory Craft 9700 Janome. I like it. It's been good. I must have tweaked whatever was wrong. I messed with the tension. It's not breaking now.
Well, good. Sometimes they just bump something, and I was hoping and praying you didn't have to take it back in, because sometimes you have to get them to recalibrate it because they really bumped it.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate the prayer because I wouldn't have wanted to, but
Yeah.
gotta do
Well,
what
it's
you
really
gotta
hard.
do. Yeah. I think I need a break.
Susan used to have a Janome,
Huh.
and then now that sewing machine's gone. Janome,
Janome.
Janome, you walked out on me. Hi, Susan.
I'm gonna take a break.
To Quinneman from the UK. Susan from the UK. Welcome. Hello, Farmhouse Quiltery. Susan has a brother, Dreamweaver 3 VQ3000, and 3 featherweights, and a bunch of vintage Singer sewing machines. Well, that
Wow.
sounds like a fun place to be.
Hello, Susan from the Farmhouse Quiltery.
Yeah.
And
And
Sue,
I'm not going to try Sue. I'm not going to try to say Sue's last name. Try that one.
There.
Mr. Lee is on.
Yeah, Misha. Yeah, she's been in there. She said she was putting away groceries a few minutes ago, wasn't it?
I have 3 main machines: my featherweight, Phoenix, my Bernina, and Little Bit, my baby lock. And then I have my Surger, which is an old new home, which turned into Janome, which isn't working right now.
I like my brother's machine.
There is a brother. I do have actually 2 brothers in the house. I have an old brother from either the late 50s or 60s that someone gave to me and said, "Can you get this to work? You can have it." It's an old one. Heavy.
This one
And there's
is
a Disney one that I picked up for my sister for like $50 because she wanted to play with it. So there are a couple brothers in the house.
I got this one for Christmas.
You got blessed, I think. Wasn't it Texas Angel
Yep.
who blessed you greatly by giving you a good machine? Kind of got you off and running.
Yep.
Wow, what a blessing.
Yeah. I mean, Carrie's taken off since she got that machine from Texas Angel at Christmas
I got
time.
9 dog blankets done. I haven't taken them down yet.
Well, that was a really good way to learn. Doing your seam and doing the squares and cutting. I mean, it's a fantastic way to gain skills. It's practical. You're doing dog blankets.
Yeah, except only one problem. I'm not supposed to really use a sharp object.
Wow, Susan, 301A, I've heard they're good machines.
This one is XR3774.
Well, I got my Bernina because my dead father left money that nobody knew was there till after my mom passed.
See,
So,
I'm not really supposed
and somebody tried to steal it,
See, I'm not
doing
really.
a fraudulent claim out of Canada.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed to.
So,
You're not supposed to use the
year.
cutter, Carrie.
You got it.
Uh
I'm not really supposed to be using this.
oh.
Hi,
Uh oh.
Linda. Fishany. How are you today, Linda?
Hey, Linda. Well, you've been careful though. You haven't hurt yourself or anything.
No.
Susan, that's pretty cool that you're able to do some charity quilts to raise money for veterans. I just I guess it was 6 or 8 months ago, I picked up a book on Quilts of Valor, and it's like 25 quilts from the Foundation of Quilts of Valor. And I saw it the other day, and I moved it again. But anyway, because I'd like to be able to do some of those, because my dad was a veteran, my nephew is a naval officer. He's getting ready to retire. Hello, Carol. Carol says, my first machine was a new home. Got it 40 years ago when the children were small. Still got it, but don't use it now. It's a brilliant machine. Well, I was looking for a serger just to play with on a small budget a few years ago, and ended up with a new home serger for not a lot. And I'd like to upgrade a little bit on some of the features, but she's run well. But at Christmas morning, I was trying just to do a fleece blanket, and she kept snapping needles. So, I need to take her in. And just have to get around to it. And Donna has a Baby Lock Brilliant that she usually pieces on, and then a Juki TL 18 QVP that's on a quilting frame. The Baby Lock was being serviced, so I took the Juki off the piece with. I love it for piecing though. Most Jukis do straight stitching, and that's their primary function, so they do really well for piecing. I used to like Baby Lock as a company, but after what they did to me and what their dealer did, I don't care for their company anymore or support. But I know people who love them and people who have had no problem with them, and more power to you. Little bit still sits over there, and I still use her. Hi, Linda.
And
Well, Miss Rita's putting a new quilt on,
Oh,
and Rhonda's working on a
in?
project,
Jane
and Carrie's
Martin.
working on.
Hey, Jane Martin.
And Linda just came on, and she said,
Yeah.
"Okay, just got here. Y'all look busy." Oh, that's kind of nice.
Carrie, are you cutting? Are you cutting, Carrie?
no, I'm finished sewing.
Oh, all right. Did you start back to work on your quilt?
Yeah, a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
I'm not rushing in it because
Okay.
I the colors I don't want to use and what colors I want to use.
Mm-hmm. So have you still stopped on the 16 blocks?
Yeah.
So you'll get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, I gotta add some more purple. I got too many whites, off white.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready to offload some of your vintage singers, I'll give you my address. They'll fit in here real good. And I won't even be selfish. I'll share with others in the group.
Yeah, Susan can't pass them up, and she finds bargains.
Jane says, Carrie, that one's a lot safer. I think we get cut mostly by not closing the blade when we lay it down. Hi, Jane. Hi, Mary.
I cut. I lock it every night. It's just me waking up in the middle of the night doing homework, and I fell asleep one night with scissors in bed. Don't
Oh,
ask how I got them in the bed.
when
Well-
you're using that cutter, you need to remember. I need to remember to try to shut it and open it every time you cut something.
I was going to say you need to put the cover on every time you set it down. And I get bad at that sometimes because
I
if I'm
don't
going
have
to pick
a
it up
cover
and
on mine. I don't have a cover
well,
on mine.
that one automatically locks, but
Yeah,
some of
not
them
not
don't.
99% of the time you'll shut it, but then there's that one time you don't.
Yeah. I did that a couple nights ago. I left it unlocked. I didn't lock it up.
That sounds like a great deal, Carol. Yeah, I've gone to Habitat for Humanity hunting, Sarah, and I have not had your blessed giftedness in finding them. And I do. There's a family friend who's dating Deb's only daughter. He's older, grumpy old man. He's got like 3 or 4 of them sitting in an open carport, and he basically wants the furniture, but he doesn't care about the machines. He's got 4 or 5 sitting on the shelf that have just rusted, and I've tried. They look beautiful from what I can tell. I did ask him about this set of 1937 feet and a book and some goodies he had, and he said take them, I don't care. So I'm trying to talk him into, if all he wants are the cabinets for these featherweights. I'm trying to talk him into making me a deal to save the featherweights. Because it's kind of sad that they're just sitting there waiting for him to. But right now he's being stubborn about it. Sarah says, show us your cutter. I think she has one of those handle ones by Fiskars. Carrie, Sarah would like to see your rotary cutter again.
It's the one you do that. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a is it a Fiskars?
No name.
Oh. Yeah, you have to show the blade on that one, you have to open it up. I have one of those over there. I have a graveyard of rotary cutters. No, I probably tried 20 or so rotary cutters before I found this one, and not everybody likes these, but this works. Once I watched the video and figured out how it works,
I don't keep my
this
wrist
one
straight.
just works really good for my arthritis, and I can cut sitting down.
By the way, my squares are not always straight because they're 45 angles because I don't keep my wrist straight.
Mm-hmm.
So all my cuts that are on here are not going to be perfect.
Well, you're just starting out too, Carrie, and that's fine.
That's why I'm ruined. I'm already ruined 6 of them already.
Well, I don't know if they're ruined.
They're off cuts. I'm only going to, the small squares are only going to be like 1 inch.
Mm-hmm.
I ruined them because I can't keep them. I pinned them, but I still don't have enough. I'm only on 9. It's only going to be a 9-inch square.
Well, maybe you can use that for something else in
All
the
of them.
future.
All of them. No, all of them are 9-inch.
Oh, okay.
All of these are ruined.
Well, why are they ruined if they're all 9-inch? They all match.
It's supposed to be 12.
Well, Carrie, you can add sashing to it and make it
I don't
12
like
inch.
sashing.
Okay. Well, they're beautiful blocks.
I'm allergic to things.
Okay, I was gonna say they're beautiful blocks that could be used.
That's why they're only
even
going to be sitting in the box because I'm not going to be putting it together.
okay.
I'm just wasting material. Because they're not even 2.5, 4.5, 1.5. and a half.
Well, I still think they're for learning. I wanted to encourage you that
That's
they're
why I
still
was
pretty
going to
blocks.
do mine. Now, that's why I was going to pay someone to do it. I wasn't going to do mine. I was
Carrie,
going to my friend to do it.
take a deep breath. You're learning, and this is what happens when you learn.
That's why it's all garbage.
It's not
Can't
garbage
save
though.
it.
It can
Can't
be
save
used
it. No, I can't save it.
for this project, yes, but you could use it, honey, for a different project, and
No,
then you can
no,
look back and see how
no,
you've grown.
no.
Okay, put it
It's
in a
all
box and put
garbage.
it in the closet. Put it in a
No, I
box
don't
and
have
put it in
any
the closet.
room. I'm packing. I don't have room anymore.
Oh.
See? The only certain ones that are not going to be on here is pink flowers. I was only going to be using blue purple. The green and white are not going on it. This was the only one was going on my blanket.
Well, I think it's a very pretty block. I understand that you wanted them 12 inches, and because you're learning how to cut and measure, it only came out 9 inches. But I think those blocks could be put together for something else and still be beautiful.
Sorry, you should have told me you was down there. Sorry.
I wasn't there very long, Rita. It's
I didn't notice you at first.
And that's
You
why
can
I
make
said
a
I
table
quit
runner.
doing my quilt. I was going back to doing dog blankets.
Carrie, I'm not trying to upset you. Look,
No, I'm
I
coming
did
on
this.
here to let the ladies know. I said thank you for my gifts, but I wasn't going to do my quilt. I was going to pay my friend to do it for me.
But
I wasn't
you're
going to touch the stuff and Gable stuff. My friend, I was going to pay my friend to do it.
look, Carrie. You see this block? I spent a long time on this block, and I wasn't thinking one night because I was really tired, and I trimmed it down to the 12 inches and did not leave my seam allowance. So this will not fit right because I trimmed it, and I learned to make sure not to do things like that when I'm tired. I am not
I'm
throwing
not
this block
tired,
away. I'll use
I'm
it for
trying to
something
explain
else.
to you. I'm cutting mine as a 45 angle. I can't keep my wrist straight.
All right, let's
All right.
let's talk about something else. I'm having problems over there getting that thing to line up. So it's a sheet, and I'm not sure if it's big enough to do that quilt top or not. I guess I ought to measure, shouldn't I? If I do it a certain way, it may fit one way, but not the other way. Uh-oh. Joanna leave us? Come back, Joanna. What you working on, Susan?
I'm putting a binding on a quilt.
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to work on getting these UFOs done. I got quite a pile of them.
I hear
I'm
you.
really making headway, so I'm pretty pleased, actually.
So you're doing good. Yeah.
You know how you end up with containers full of half-done projects?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I just have to get these done because they've been sitting around for a long time. So like I say, I really have I've probably gotten, I don't know, at least 6 things done in the last week and a half. So
you're doing good.
So I'm happy about that. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I cleaned out, well, first off, I ran out of some fabric for a quilt. And I looked on Etsy. I looked everywhere. It's from a line from a couple years ago. And couldn't find it anywhere. Most times you can find a hunk of fabric somewhere,
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll just have to make a baby quilt out of the ones I got done, And I cleaned out my long arm room, really deep cleaned my long arm room because that's where I store my fabric in. This is my sewing area where I do my sewing. Anyway, Wouldn't you know, I found a kit that had that same fabric
Oh,
as a
wow.
background.
Uh, there you go. So you got it.
It pays to clean once in a while.
Mhm. Well, Carrie, we've got another Carrie in here from Texas, but I can't say that last part. Can you? You say that, Carrie?
Not really.
No, me either.
Oh,
We-
wow.
We can't say that.
We can't say your last name, Carrie. Sorry.
Or the last part of her handle, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
Please forgive us, Carrie.
Some of them we don't have no excuse for not being able to pronounce, but yours is different.
Yep.
The other Carrie.
Yep.
Do you all put your bindings on with your machine, or do you hand stitch them onto the back?
Sew it on with the machine and then hand stitch it down after it's on there.
I
I
love,
don't on any of them.
I love the look of that, but if it's not a real special quilt for me, I will stitch it down with my machine, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've done some little quilts for the little grandsons, and it was just by the machine. And it didn't look pretty, but they use them quilts. I've seen them quilts. They're
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Ooh, I just broke a needle.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, my thread snapped. I didn't break a needle. Well, that's good.
Well.
So it's hot down there in Arkansas?
Oh, yes, it's hot.
So it has been so hot here. The humidity is just awful, but the corn and beans are to a place where they're putting off so much humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been miserable. Rita, you had said you just have to stay inside, and that's really how it is here. If you're going to do anything outside, you got to do it first thing in the morning. When you're
Early, yeah. Even late in the afternoon, you still can't breathe when you go out.
Sure.
And I'm used to it, but it's just hot. You don't stay out there long if you have to go out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where's here?
Are you talking to me, hon? Yeah. Southwest Minnesota. I can practically touch South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota from where I'm sitting in my chair.
Oh, cool. My daughter's in Fargo.
Okay. That's way north of us, though. But
And Rhonda Susan is an expert in the stripology rulers.
Ah.
Teaches the classes and all on those.
do you have one, Rhonda?
I don't know. I was gonna see, you mentioned it the other day, and I found one. Is it this kind of thing where you
That looked like it.
you lay it on?
But
you
I
cut-
think yours is yours like a June Taylor?
It is.
Yes. So it's similar. It's real similar. I think the stripology ruler, you can do more with it. You can cut diamonds and hexagons and all kinds of things with it. And they're really good for squaring up your blocks when you're all done. Well, hello there, Sunshine. What's your name?
Virginia. Yeah, I moved that down. And where are you at, Virginia?
So I'm living in Quebec, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Yes, Canada. Yes. And I wanted to show you my first quilt.
Your first
Oh, yeah.
I can see it. Yeah. Let you get ready and I'll make you big. Oh my, that's pretty.
Oh, lovely.
Oh.
Hearts. Nice.
That's good for your first quilt.
And those
Yeah.
colors are just so soft and sweet looking. I love that. That's pretty. Did you have anybody helping you, or did you just pick it up by yourself? Did you just learn it by
By
yourself?
myself, and I'm using YouTube like a teacher.
Oh,
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm alone, so I'm doing it by myself.
uh-huh.
Okay. You're doing a great job. Oh. What are you making next? Do you have the next project planned out yet?
Yes, I'm gonna do a quilt for my mom, and
Oh,
so I'm trying to do 4x4.
okay. Huh.
Uh,
So,
I'll show you when I'm trying to piece the blocks together.
okay.
All right. Good. Yeah, we
What,
love to
what
see
part in
everybody's
Canada?
projects.
What part in Canada?
Yeah. So now I need to find out I can finish the quilt with the backing, binding, and
And that.
everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm French. I'm speak English a little bit. I don't know it.
Oh, you're in Quebec, right?
Okay.
did you,
Nice to see you too.
Virginia, is that where you grew up too then in Canada?
I'm a nurse in Canada.
Yeah.
okay.
Thank
Susan's
you, Susan.
a nurse too. We got two nurses
Yes.
up here.
I'm in Scarborough, Ontario.
Oh,
Oh, so I'm living in Quebec.
okay.
Heck,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a train ride for me.
So I grew up in Martinique,
Oh,
Martinique. Okay.
and I'm in Canada since 2011.
oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What type of nursing, what department do you work in?
OR nurse.
OR, okay.
Yeah.
So I still am a nurse of 30 some years.
Oh, okay.
And I did work OR a little tiny bit, but my claim to fame really is long-term care, elderly
Okay.
people. Just love elderly people.
Ah, okay.
Susan Munger says, beautiful quilt, Virginia, and she loves your accent. You've got a pretty accent. You do.
I have a French accent. Sorry.
Hey, I like it too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because you can tell.
Yes, I
I'm from
agree.
I'm from the South. I have a Southern accent.
I love your accent. It's why I'm here every day to hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
I have Southern hospitality. You know, West Southern people are kind of friendly sometimes.
Oh, okay, well, yes.
Oh, let's see. Susan's entering a quilt show. She's entering a quilt show.
Okay.
If I'm in
Oh,
it. If. Okay. Otherwise, she binds it. Oh, Donna Armstrong says there's a lot of elderly around. Let's see, what's that? Susan's is a mixture of northern and southern accent. Well, how old are you, Virginia? You look pretty young. You look young.
I'm 53.
oh. Mhm.
53.
Carrie,
So
she's younger than you are.
Yep.
Well,
I-
I'm
I
57, so we're about the same age.
I started when I was
Yes.
57 sewing, so
Uh-oh. Oh, we lost you, Virginia. She must have punched the wrong button. She popped away, just like magic. Like that Bewitched. You remember Bewitched? come back. Oh,
yeah.
Rita, do you affiliate with a church in your community?
not anymore. Not anymore. I don't. I used to, but but not. I don't now. So
Can I ask what faith it was or what denomination?
it was Assembly of God Pentecostals. What do
Oh
you
yeah.
say? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm trying to find one here in Conway. I've gone to about 17 or so churches, just trying to find
Mm-hmm.
what I had in Texas.
Yeah.
Baptist, Southern Baptist, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found nothing yet.
I think it is so hard to find a church home.
Yeah.
And it's a different generation nowadays. And so, the way I grew up, I'd love to, find a church community that's the way, say, I grew up, where we were very social and had people for coffee and lunch. And
Yeah.
the new generation, if you would, the younger generation, or say my adult kids, they're busy all the time. It's just so different nowadays.
Yes. And one big no for me is I've been going to it's new to me, is I go in the congregation and the auditoriums are dark. They keep the lights out, and
Yes.
No. Yeah.
I don't like that. I've lost my husband. I'm grieving. I don't need darkness. I need light and happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing.
Growing up, they used to dim some of the lights when the minister started preaching. And why they did that, because we would fall asleep.
Leave.
Yep.
Well, now the little country churches I always went to, they would, the light stayed on. I guess maybe big churches they do that, but not in the little ones.
Well, they used to say it was easier on your eyes or something.
I
don't know.
Electricity. They're saving on the electricity bill.
Oh, that's what it was. Uh-huh.
I'll give more money if you'll keep the lights on.
I'm an ecumenical mutt. I was raised Episcopal. My daddy became an Episcopal priest when I was 5. Took his first church when I was 6, and I've gone to about whole broad spectrum. Lately, I've been going to a Baptist church with my brothers. Can't believe that someone like me has to make out of something.
This one is gonna be
Oh, is that your next one? Let's see.
my next one. Yes,
That's
I'm gonna do a quilt with this block. Yes.
All right. Okay. That looks like what's that? Good Night Irene or something like that. That's what it looks like, don't it? What's that one called? Yeah. Is that one have a name? Does the pattern have a name on it? Is that just a picture?
No, it's a block by Lori Holt.
Lori Holt.
And I'm gonna try to make a quilt with it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's. I don't know the name.
Are you doing it in those colors? Because I love the colors you've been picking. They just nice and soft and pretty. So.
Yes, I'm gonna do find every scrap in my stash.
Oh, you're gonna make it for your own stash.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, it's my next project.
Okay, that'll be pretty. You'll have to bring it back and show us as you're working on it.
Okay. Okay, I promise.
Because we're here on and off all the time. You know that. So
yes, I know.
We just can't stay away from each other, even though we're miles and miles apart.
Marla almost has done. I have one almost done of that pattern, all scrappy from her stash. And Susan says it's a pretty pattern, Virginia, and Lori Holt has beautiful patterns. And Diane K said, "Oh, Joanna, sorry you were cut short. No worries." In a panel, there's a lot always going on, and that happens, Happens when you're sitting around the dinner table having a chat sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gladys is still here lurking.
Yes, Susan, we quilt, we can, we bake, we cook, and we do a lot of other different things as well.
Yes, I
Hi,
know.
Gladys.
Mhm.
Or at least some of us do a multitude of things. Some
We're women. We have to.
well-
Don't you know that women have to do everything? Sometimes even men stuff we have to do.
Absolutely.
I was crawling around in the dark at 10 o'clock last night trying to get the water pump to come back on. Took me about 30-40 minutes. I came in and I was soaking wet because it was
Donna says we talk a lot. Virginia, you think they talk a lot?
No, I'm alone. I don't talk alone. Okay.
Lori Hope
So
Crossroads. Hmm.
I
maybe that
have
one. Yes,
Uber all the way over here. So
exactly.
when I spend too much time alone, I have conversations with my dogs, and I think they need therapy. But I'd be afraid if they went to a therapist what they would have to say.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
it's either
So
talking to God
bye.
or the
You stay
dog.
up here and visit with them. Stay up on the panel and visit if you want to. That's
I
fine.
have to go.
You got to go, Carrie?
I have to go to the bank.
Oh, all right.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. So
Bye.
see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye.
bye, Valerie.
Well, the other Carrie says she has cottage cheese draining, evaporated milk in the pressure canner, fig preserves on the stovetop cooking, and working on a needle punch project.
Oh, you're a busy lady today.
All right, that's multitasking.
We do. We like each other, don't we? We like each other.
We're like in a way, we're like a big family.
Yeah, we probably get along better than some families do. You know that?
You
And I didn't say that, but
well, you
yes, I
definitely
did. But
you definitely get along better than my toxic 4 siblings than I do with my toxic 4 siblings. So that's saying a lot. Yeah, you know, I haven't talked to them in a year unless I have to. Yeah, the heat's pretty bad. Susan makes homemade yogurt in her Instapot.
Oh wow.
I make about 4 things in the Instapot: frioles or refried beans, chicken noodle soup because it makes it like a bone broth when I cook a whole chicken and it's squeezed, and split pea soup. And I think there's one other thing, but that's about all that I've been whooped up about the Instapot. I think the Instapot was a pressure cooker and a crock pot had an illicit affair, and they had a baby.
Oh my goodness.
Just saying.
what did I miss?
I just said that I think a crock pot and a pressure cooker had an illicit affair, and the Instapot was born.
Oh, all right.
Because it's kind of like our parents were all about, crock pot. Everything was like we gotta do, and now it's Instapot.
You know, my mom never cooked in a crock pot. Everything was in the oven or on the stove.
My mother she would do a few things in the crock pot and she made casseroles. My daddy, who was from Oklahoma, now he could cook, and thankfully he taught me how to cook. I started baking just before I turned 7. And by the time I was about 8 years old, he said, "The kitchen's yours. If you get in trouble, come find me."
Nice.
And and I ran a kitchen for a couple of years in '87, small kitchen, and so. But I like to eat, but eating out's real expensive. So
Terrible.
So if I can make it myself, like I love beef jerky, but I'm not paying $15 for 6 ounces when I can make 4 pounds for 15.
Oh yeah, my husband makes his own beef jerky too.
I make teriyaki beef jerky from scratch. I make my own fruit leather because it's 2 ingredients. Ooh. Yeah, you have to be very careful with old pressure cookers because the seals and the valves can go funky. You can change the valves and the seals on a lot of those old ones. But yeah, you have to be very careful. I have a pressure cooker. I do some canning in it with the real acetic stuff. Joy T.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joanna. I usually run 2 pressure cookers at one time. If I'm gonna do 7 jars, I'm gonna do 15. You know.
But most of mine, most of my recipes that I can are water baths, so I don't have to
Oh,
buy
yeah.
pressure cooker.
I tell you what, there are certain things that I just need to have on my pantry shelves because I want them for convenience, but I'm not willing to pay grocery store convenience prices. And so I can potatoes in the fall every year. Green
You know, I can potatoes, but I'm not a real big fan of canned potatoes, though. But I like having some on the pantry shelf, but I don't like them as well as
What's different to you, Rita, about them? Because I love them.
Oh, I've got sisters that can them and love them, but to me, there's just something about the smell and the taste is just not what I want.
It's the texture. It changed. To me,
Well, the texture's okay. It's the kind of smell, I think. I think it's the smell.
So I seasoned some of mine this past year. So I put salt, pepper, like garlic salt in it. And so, I mean, you don't have to because you can always season them afterwards, when you open them up. But
Susan, is that a cat paw?
what's that? Oh, I'm down below. Oh, what's that?
Is that a cat paw that just went across your camera?
Oh, probably.
I saw that too. I wasn't sure what it was.
Totally didn't see it.
Maybe it was a cat paw.
It probably was.
American
So,
hard pressure canners are like the top of the line, but they are very expensive. I have just a nice Presto. My nephew bought an American Harvest and never used it, so I've been using it because it's just sitting. But beef, deer, elk, chicken, fish. I haven't had any good elk or deer in a while.
My pressure canners, I got 2 new ones at Christmas a couple of years ago, and mine are 4 jars. They're a new company that does canning lids and so forth as well.
Mary, I guess they do make an excellent pot roast, but I just soon put it in the cast iron Dutch oven with taters, onions, and a plethora of carrots and 2 or 3 whole garlic in the paper to roast, and let it slow cook for 3.5 hours, and it falls off the bone and everything marries. I guess I'm old fashioned because that's the way I grew up doing it, but I can see that pressure cookers could make a good pot roast. I'm sure the Instapot would make a decent pot roast because it has that pressure canner feature to it, but I just as soon do it the low and slow. And I bought a 9-quart Dutch oven so I can put extra veggies in because we're carrot. And you can fit a small baby. You can put a small baby in it. You can put a 15-pound child in it. It's so big. But my favorite thing with pot roast is the next day mashing up putting father of butter in a cast iron skillet and mashing all the vegetables up and cutting the meat small and frying it and making homemade biscuits.
Oh yeah.
Take that roasted garlic that's been in the paper and just put a little bit in there with some salt and pepper.
I'm done, ladies.
Yay.
Oh, looks nice.
Can you see?
Very nice.
Thank you. This is mocha.
Well, that's pretty. Yeah.
It really turned out pretty, didn't it?
Hold it up one more time. One more time, because you're big. Oh, I love those. They're just kind of fall colors too, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But it's
It's flannel.
Flannel. Okay.
And, you know, I've gone back to using polyester batting in my quilts now. Because if they're like this will end up being a couch quilt. And when you wash them a lot, that like 80-20 or so, or 100% in cotton, even if I buy really expensive stuff, I think it lets loose and balls up in my quilts.
Huh.
So, and I think too, this is warmer. Polyester is warmer by nature because it doesn't breathe like the cotton would.
Okay.
And it gets really cold here in the winter. We will have several weeks in the winter where we're, close to 100 below zero. And so when that happens, then, your furnace can only do so much. And so then, we dress in layers. We might have 2 or 3 layers on. And
that sounds miserable.
Our house is over 100 years old.
Oh.
So it's going to be a little leaky.
And Susan wants to ask about the flannel shrinking. Will it shrink? And hello, Tess, the house.
Yeah, the flannel will shrink, Susan. But then it just kind of shrinks up. How do I say it? The polyester surprisingly is going to shrink a little tiny bit. And it just shrinks up, and it's kind of like your old antique quilts. They get real poofy and fluffy and yummy, I say.
Thank you, Deb.
Yeah, but I mean, I certainly have used all kinds of batting, but part of the reason too I'm going back to polyester is because a lot of the quilts I make are for a trunk show, in case someone wants me to do a trunk show.
Yeah.
And then the polyester doesn't leave creases in it where the cotton will. So I used to be a cotton fan. Like you have to use cotton fabric, and you have to use cotton batting, and you have to use cotton thread.
Yeah.
And I've kind of mellowed in my age, I guess.
I like wool batting for special quilts that I'm going to use a lot, because it's cool and it wicks away the sweat and the heat in the summer, and it's very warm and comfortable in the winter.
So this one is made out of wool. You can't really see that, but it's not as stiff as the polyester or the cotton. I don't know if you can see when I quilt it. Mm-hmm. It has a little, there we go, a little more dimension to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Christmas quilt.
Okay, that one's pretty too. I like that pop of red around it. I really do.
That's beautiful.
So this is the quilt that I made to test a pattern for GE Designs for her new book.
Mm.
And so when I do that, then I get to pick my own fabrics. Oh. And did I lose everybody here?
No. I made you big. Sorry.
Big.
You thought you were talking to yourself.
I did.
She fell down the black hole.
Anyway, then I can keep the quilt when I pattern test. But I used to make all of her quilts for her as well. But then those I would make the top of the quilt, send them back to Minneapolis, and then I just got paid for my time.
Oh,
But I want to sew my own stuff. I enjoyed doing that, and it was a huge challenge, and it was really a good experience because I learned up close and personal exactly how she made her quilts, what her tips and tricks are, and what she did for shortcuts. And so that was a terrific learning experience. But now I can do things that I want to do, and that's a little more fun.
she thought it was the Susan show, is what Deb said.
I thought Marilyn's comment was funny, and
That was,
that
yeah.
if we get along better, it's because we can turn the chat off if we don't like what someone says. And
Mhm.
Oh, didn't you like my quilt show?
no,
Hey, there's some of y'all that could do a quilt show and a trunk show and show us all the quilts you made. Joanna, I don't think I've ever seen any of the quilts you've made. You talk about them, but I don't believe I've ever seen one.
that's because I've given them all away.
Away, all right. So guess that's a good reason.
Yep, I've given them all away. So,
It would be scary if you look up and only see yourself.
yeah, if when I get done with this sampler quilt, I'll send
Yeah.
you a
Yeah.
picture. But yeah,
How
I'm
did,
taking
how did she find you to be a tester? That is kind of interesting to know.
So I just, it's one of those things in life. You happen to be in the right place at the right time, kind of a thing. And I offered to volunteer one year at her tent sale. And so then, she comes in, she personally thanked each one of us and so forth. And then when it came time for pattern testing, then, she said, would you be interested? And so that's kind of how it played out, I guess.
But there would be people that would apply that their work wouldn't be good enough too.
Yeah. So everybody that, and I don't do it every single time because sometimes she spreads that out,
Okay.
You're correct. She knows everybody that's going to pattern test for her.
Oh yeah, she's all right. She's seen your work and she's got an idea. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
sometimes on Instagram
Yeah.
they'll be asking for pattern testers, and you send in samples, and they choose
Well, you don't have to tell us what she paid you, but was it fair enough pay?
It was fine. I just got paid by the hour. I was an employee.
Oh, okay. Well, that wouldn't be too bad because it takes a lot of hours to do stuff. It does. So.
I can make a GE Designs quilt from start to finish in 12 hours. I've got it down to a science. Yeah.
Okay.
But, then there's that occasional bad day where you make one mistake and you go back and you rip it all out and you fix it. And then it seems like you sew for 10 more minutes and you make a mistake and you rip and you sew, and you just have to be done for the day, right?
Uh-huh.
And walk away and then come back in the morning when you're fresh.
Mm-hmm.
At least I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize it was after 6 o'clock. It's late.
I'm going to want supper.
I'm going to have to get off here. I really am.
I need to pop off and check on my sister because she had the neck surgery on Wednesday. I have to make sure she's not doing something she shouldn't. So.
Well, it sure has been nice chatting with everybody in the comments and on the screen.
Yeah.
It's always fun, and the time just flies by. It really does.
I wish I wasn't late to the party.
Well,
Where were you at 5 o'clock, Rita?
I know. I didn't get up. Some mornings I just can't get up, and other mornings I'm hop out of bed. I know. Y'all know how it is. So
I don't, Rita. I'm up at 3. Like, I'm up at 3.
And what time will you go to bed tonight?
Well,
Early?
sometimes it's 7:30. You know, because
Oh.
well,
It's almost your bedtime.
but I'm fully caffeinated, so it'll be a little later tonight.
Okay. All right. I do got to go because it's after 6:00. It's time to go see what I'm going to make for supper. So,
Okay.
Rhonda, it's been good having you up here again with us today, and everybody in chat. And we'll have another hen party soon. I promise. I just don't know when. So,
Okay. Bye-bye.
bye bye. Bye everybody.